Hey YouTube, Psychopathic One back with episode 3 of my Halloween reviews. This time I'm going to be reviewing Evil Dead Hail to the King. A lot of people hated this game because, yeah, it's difficult. It is really difficult because the controls are all out of whack and you can't change the control scheme, but once you get used to the controls, it's actually a pretty kick-ass game. Much like the plot of the movie, this stays very true to the plot of the movie. You're trapped in the cabin, but you are allowed to go anywhere else. There's the woods, which is not like the movie, but you get lost in it because you get confused because it's basically more of a maze than anything else, whereas the movie, the trees attacked you. The Deadites are different in this one. I'll be reviewing the later games later on, but there's basically what the Deadites look like before they're actual Deadites. There's the Deadites right there as actual Deadites. This game, really fun. It's a 2-disc set. Um, I can't really see why people hate it just because of the controls. The game doesn't suck. Like, I think you have to be a really, really big Evil Dead fan to really get the whole atmosphere of the game. It's mostly based off of the first movie and the second movie because it's got the humor and stuff of the second movie, and you always hear, "I'll swallow your soul, I'll swallow your soul." But what it takes from the first one, you hear the woods calling out to you, "Join us, join us." If you remember that from the first one. The back of the case, I think it looks pretty cool. Like, this game came out in 2000, I think. 2000, 2001. Yeah, it came out in 2000. I think this was probably the last PlayStation only game. Like PlayStation 1 and Dreamcast only game. You can get it for PC. It's got better graphics, better controls, but you still have to have 2 discs. I'll show you the discs as well. Original Evil Dead cover art right there. Sorry about the reflection. There's Ash. Oh, and by the way, I did complete the game. The game in its entirety is really kick-ass. You basically, the plot is really you have to save your girlfriend Jenny from Evil Ash. Yes, you do get to verse Evil Ash in the game. That's one of the Deadites. This is disc 2, by the way, just in case you don't know. And there's a better picture of both of them. Sorry about my case. The case broke. But I don't know if you can see the picture or not. There's the picture of what the main menu looks like. The main menu, oh my god, the music is fantastic. Like, I don't speak Russian, but that is some awesome stuff. Awesome score. Anyways, just try this game out if you're a fan of Evil Dead, because, and hopefully you're not big on control schemes, because this only has one control scheme. So take it for what it is. That's all I'm saying. Take it for what it is. This game came out in 2000, people, so give it a chance. I will be, like I said, I will be reviewing the not originals, the other sequels too, Fistful of Boomstick and Regeneration, which Regeneration is my favorite one because of all the stuff that was improved. But sadly, you get a lot of weapons in this game. Like, you get upgrades, you get to upgrade your weapons. But then, in Fistful of Boomstick, it's the same way. You get to upgrade your weapons, and you get to keep the original, so you get a whole bunch of upgrades. But sadly, Evil Dead Regeneration, the only flaw I had with it, you only get the option of 3 weapons on your left hand and 3 weapons on your right hand. And of course, the classic chainsaw. Can't have an Evil Dead game without the chainsaw. But anyways, all 3 games are great. Like, the 3 games go along with the 3 movies. Because it's an entirety, it's a trilogy of games and a trilogy of movies. Like, Evil Dead, Dead by Dawn, and Evil Dead, or aka Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness, I liked some parts of it, but it just wasn't really my thing because I was always a fan of the very first Evil Dead, and if you see my review over it, you'll understand that I am a big fan of the original Evil Dead. But Evil Dead Dead by Dawn was pretty cool, but it started to get into the comedy horror genre, which I don't mind. I don't mind a comedy horror. But then it just started to become just plain old comedy. And I don't know why Sam Raimi went in that direction. But anyways, Evil Dead Hail to the King. Pick it up. Of course, this isn't the original cover. The original cover is basically disc 1. Just instead of blood, it's got his girlfriend right behind him, which, for some odd reason, this is a little Evil Dead fun fact right here. The poster, which is the picture of Ash and supposed to be Linda, the chick who played Linda in the first movie, she got really pissed because for some reason they replaced her on the poster, and she was supposed to be on the poster. So basically, that sucks that they got a completely different woman who wasn't even a part of the Evil Dead trilogy being put on the poster behind Bruce Campbell. And by the way, Bruce Campbell does play Ash in all 3 games. Who else can play Ash but Bruce Campbell? Funny as hell. The first 2 games, Evil Dead Hail to the King and Fistful of Boomstick, you get a taunt button. Yeah, it's useless, but yeah, at least it gives you some humor. It humors you, basically, is what it is. A lot of people thought it was stupid. They thought it was a stupid idea, but take a look at Oddworld. The fart button was pretty useless up until a certain point when you got to possess your farts. If anybody remembers anything about the original Oddworlds, you could fart and you could possess your farts and it made people explode. But anyways, much like the fart, the taunts are funny as all hell. Like, there's one taunt where Ash ends up going like, "Aw, chicken." Yeah, I thought that was funny, but don't be fooled because this is a survival horror game with comedy elements, but still retaining the survival horror genre. Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick, I do not have the original case. I don't remember what happened to it. But this is Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick. I'll be reviewing this later on. See the chainsaw. This one has a special feature of the making of the game, interviews with Bruce Campbell, interview with the makers at Viz, which isn't around anymore. I think that was the only game Viz really created that went all popular and everything. And anyways, tell me what you think of Hail to the King. Give me your thoughts. I'll understand them completely, but I liked the game. I give a lot of respect to it. The people who made it, and sadly, the people who made it, Heavy Iron Studios and THQ, bad combination when it comes to an M-rated game. Yes, this is an M-rated game. You can see, goddamn reflection, right there, there. See, M-rated for animated violence and animated gore. And anyways, tell me what you think. I'll understand completely. This is Psychopathic One saying peace out, and I'll be back with another Halloween video tomorrow. Peace.